I moved from the Dominican Republic to the US at the age of 4. When I first discovered the term Afro-Latina, I finally felt seen and represented. However, it took time to confidently identify as such. I didn't feel connected to my African lineage. I knew more about American history than I did of my own country. While my ancestors aren't American, I'm part of the African diaspora and have faced discrimination for my skin tone and language in this country. But why am I so disconnected from my roots? Why did I grow up wanting to be white, denying I was black, straightening my hair because it's bad, and disliking our music? I realized the need to revisit my history and understand that these beliefs stem from early colonization and slavery. I had to learn to embrace my black identity. The Dominican Republic was founded by Christopher Columbus's brother Bartholomew and became a colony of Spain. Soon after, many Spaniards settled there, and with the rise of the sugar industry, my ancestors from West Africa were among the first enslaved Africans brought to the Americas during the transatlantic slave trade in 1526. It's likely I have little Taino ancestry, as they were tragically wiped out because of diseases introduced by the Spanish by 1565. But I was left to wonder why so many Dominicans do not identify as black, although 90% of us are Afro descendants. With the collapse of the Dominican Republic's sugar industry, which shifted to Haiti and Cuba, many white people returned to Spain, leading to the rise of cattle ranching as the primary occupation. It is said that this created a society where the roles of master and slave were blurred, as they both were riding horses, using machetes, and raising cattle, unlike slavery and plantation society, which was more hostile and inhumane. Historians say this led to the unique racial identity of Dominicans. Despite skin color, everyone was considered Spanish, reflecting the deep-rooted influence of our colonizers. Also, the U.S. occupation on the island from 1916 to 1924 influenced the institutionalization of anti-blackness. These beliefs were intensified from 1930 to 1961 under the brutal dictatorship of Rafael Leonidas Trujillo. He was determined to make the Dominican Republic a white nation by promoting white supremacy through state propaganda and education, despite being of mixed race himself. He even wore white powder and pink blush to appear lighter. While the U.S. was battling issues of segregation, lynchings, and Jim Crow laws, Trujillo was instigating anti-Haitian racism, resulting in the 1937 Parsley Massacre. His attempt to exterminate all Haitians or anyone dark-skinned, resulting in over 40,000 deaths. Today, Dominican people that are white passing have economic and social privileges and a strong representation in politics and the media, while those with predominantly African ancestry are in the lowest level of society. It all makes sense to me now. Dominicans were conditioned to colorism and to take pride in their Spanish heritage above everything else. And this was happening during our grandparents' time. It really wasn't that long ago. The trauma that has been passed down through generations is still fresh in our bodies and minds.